Hi, my name is Corbin. You're a student physical therapist today. How are you doing?
Good.
How'd you like to be addressed?
Sammy.
Sammy? Okay.
Yeah, which is what I said.
So tell me a little bit about what brings you in here today.
I've just been having some pain in the bottom of my left foot.
And that was from the.
Okay. And how long has this pain been going on for?
About 2 months.
2 months?
Mhm.
Have you had a history?
Yeah, it happened last year. About the same kind of thing. It's a little bit worse now, though.
Okay. Have you seen therapy before for it?
No.
And what caused it to get worse within the past 2 months?
I think I've been running more, and I've just been on my feet more at work.
Okay. So there wasn't like a specific incident that
No,
happened?
it just kind of slowly got bad.
Okay. Are you taking any medications? by chance?
So
For-
you
Just like a multivitamin, and I've just been taking some ibuprofen for the pain.
Okay. And how much of the ibuprofen are you taking?
Just like one pill.
One
Just
pill?
once a day, usually in the morning when it's bad.
Okay, is it helping?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you mind pointing exactly with 2 fingers, like where the pain is?
It's kind of like back here, and we'll just kind of run along the bottom.
Okay. Do you get pain elsewhere? Do you get pain in your ankle, in your knee, or your
No,
hip?
it's really isolated to just the bottom of my foot.
Okay. How would you describe this pain? From 0 to 10, 0 being no pain at all, 10 being like emergency room pain.
Right now it's a 0, just 'cause I'm not standing on it.
Yes, but that's not special.
Okay. And how about at its best?
It's best it's a 0.
Okay.
So I didn't know if you want to do all those.
So right now it's a 0. Okay. And then what are you doing when it's at home when it's usually a 0 out of 10?
Just not standing on it, just sitting,
Oh, there
resting.
is 2 tests for that one. Technically, okay. I have a stress fracture.
And then how would you rate it at its worst?
Probably a 5.
And what are you doing when it's at a 5 out of 10?
It's worse in the morning, right when I wake up and stand on it.
Okay.
And then at night sometimes at the end of my day it's kind of sore, achy.
Alright. How would you describe like the quality of the pain? Would you describe it as like a sharp, a dull, and achy type pain?
In the morning it's pretty sharp, but at the end of the day it's more achy.
Okay. Is there anything at home that you're doing? Like, are you putting ice on it or heat?
Like face.
Yeah, I've been putting ice on it usually after my run.
And is it helping?
Yeah, it does.
Yep.
It
This is the
doesn't
one where
normally
like,
last
wait,
very
can we
long
sit? Can we
after
not?
my
I got
run.
the picture and that's how they're doing it. That's the picture Lucy gave us last test.
All right. Do you get any audible sounds by chance with this? Have you ever experienced any numbness or tingling?
No.
So, how is this affecting your everyday living at home?
I live in a 2-story house and my bedroom's on the 2nd floor, so going upstairs is painful.
Okay. And you stated that it hurt to walk too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How long usually into walking does it start to hurt? Is it like that initial?
Yeah, it's usually just the first few steps after I've been sitting for a long time, but within a minute or 2 it kind of goes away.
Okay. And then, what do you do for a living?
I'm a lawyer, so
You're a
I'm
lawyer?
on my feet a lot, walking around the courtroom.
So how has this really been affecting your work life? Does it hurt with your standing?
It's normally okay during, but towards the end of the day, it just gets kind of achy and sore.
Do you know exactly like how many hours in to standing before you're like, oh, my
what's the
foot's starting to
Usually,
bother me?
usually about like 6 or 8 hours.
Just so that we don't get not surprised. I think we did exhaust the hip though, don't you? Let's check.
Is there anything else at work
Just so that
other
we-
than the standing and the walking that's aggravating it?
Hi.
No.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi.
And for, you told me you're a runner. Is there, how is it affecting your running?
It's usually fine during the run, but after it feels sore.
Okay.
It's not affecting my performance.
No, we had.
It's not affecting your, but it hurts after?
Right, I'm still able to run as far as I want to. It just feels a little sore after.
Okay, and how much do you usually run?
Now I do about 30 miles a week.
30 miles?
Mhm.
And what were you doing? And then have you increased it recently?
Yeah, I was doing about 20 before, so I've increased it.
Okay. And when did you start increasing it? Like, was that in the
About
2
2 months
months?
ago, yeah.
Okay.
It started to get worse.
Is there any other sports or any other activities that you do that it's impacting?
I lift weights at the gym, so some
Okay.
of the lower body exercises for like jumping
Oh,
or
okay.
like calf raises, that
Okay,
fits too.
that
So anything
one,
I'm kind of like on my
I'm
toes.
good at non-weight bearing and then weight bearing with us because he said those are
Okay,
the tests and the best one to do
Is there anything
for that.
else
So
this at the gym that it's affecting you? No?
No, just really just the lower body stuff.
Okay. Have you had any previous therapy before? No?
So you're gonna be here and basically I wanna make sure that as much in there.
And then what are some of the goals that you're looking to get out of therapy?
I just want to decrease the pain so I can just get back to my normal life and get back to working and not have to worry about how many hours I'm in and worry about when I come back.
Okay.
So you're on needle for the medial tube.
Great. Is there something else that you would like to tell me before we proceed?
Nope, I don't think so.
Okay. So what I'm gonna have you do, I'm just gonna perform an assessment.
Okay.
So to begin, I just want you to walk to that wall and back. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm just gonna be checking the pot, like your foot alignment.
They almost want to put me in like a boot.
Right.
My legs.
All right. So you can go ahead and sit back down.
On step.
And then, did you bring your shoes by chance?
Yep, these are my running shoes.
So I'm just gonna check the bottom of your feet, the shoe. So you seem to be running more on the outside of your foot, just because you have the wear and tear.
Yeah.
And even when you're walking, I can tell a little bit.
Yeah. I've heard that. I do that. I walk on that.
Yeah. So that's just, we'll talk about it at the very end.
Okay.
Cool. So what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you seated up here. Actually, you can just lie down. So I'm gonna be doing a range of motion assessment. So I'm gonna have you do it actively, and then I'm gonna try to push you a little bit farther. I just want you to let me know if you feel any pain at all. Alright. So actually, can you bring your toes towards the ceiling? Does that hurt?
And the left it does a little.
And it doesn't in the left? Okay. So I'm just gonna measure the right one first, and then I'll measure the left one. Okay.
That heat right there. I see it at right now it's 5 on the
All right. So are you ready?
So it could also
And then I'm just gonna push you. Does that feel? Does that hurt at all?
So,
All right. Just go up.
I would fertilize it in first grade also. So,
Okay. Do you feel pain there?
It's a little tight.
It's a little tight, but none of the symptoms. Okay, I'm just gonna provide a slight pressure. I just want you to let me know until it hurts.
Yeah, that's painful there.
Right there.
it has,
And then I'm gonna have you. I'm just gonna have you bring. So I'm gonna bring your foot
I
up.
have in my notes from class, and then I also bring my
And then
notes and
we're gonna have you bring your toes towards the ground.
Let me tell you. It's tail to tail. Because one way is for the CFL,
And I'm
the
just
other
gonna
way
provide a
is for
slight
the,
low pressure.
yeah, I have it in my notes from class.
Did that hurt at all?
So,
Okay. Then I'm gonna do this side.
I could listen to one of my recordings.
We just did.
okay.
I have in my notes she does too. So, I don't know, the fact that she also had it,
All right, bring your foot towards the ground.
never say no. Because you can, there's still a lot you can do.
Is that as far as you can go? Do you have any
There's
pain
like,
with
I
that?
don't think they'll not do that one because you can twirl with that. Yeah.
All right.
So I would,
Okay, I'm just gonna document this real fast.
so the systematic one, you do the squeeze test, and basically you'll have it anterior around this pain. You wanna make sure you're squeezing the tibia, yeah, and not just the muscles. You can do that sideline or prone, supine, depending on what. And then,
Alright.
what? Yes.
Okay, so the next one I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna measure the range of motion of your toe.
So that, wait, that's also for,
I'm gonna just cross this leg over.
so if it's for syndesmotic, where would that be, the same place as I just said?
Yeah, so up here, syndesmotic, medial.
Okay. Did we exhaust all of it?
Other than
Now what you, you're like supine, I mean cone, why are you saying that? Squeezing your
What
ear.
I'm gonna have
For
you
what?
do is I'm gonna have
Okay,
you
do
bring
we
your
want to
toe
start
up
with some
towards
muscle length, starting with the hip and going down?
That's painful.
And then doing glides too, while we do it?
Okay.
muscle lengths.
And then
Start from the top.
I'm not gonna push you any further because that was so I'm gonna now have you bring your toe towards the floor.
And let's practice bony stuff too.
Is that painful?
No.
I'm just gonna push you in a little further
I
range.
mean, hip stuff?
Start from there.
Whatever, because he had videos for how to do it.
I have all his MMT videos. These are his.
Okay, great. And then I'm gonna do the opposite foot. real quick.
The foot we did every goal class.
So you don't get any. I'm just gonna measure the difference between your right or left. Okay.
The knee, it's only a couple section. And then the hip, it's really.
All right. Can you please bring your toe towards the ceiling?
Yeah, we can still watch that. Do you want to save the hip for? Okay. But
I'm
let's
gonna
still do
provide a
all
slight
the
over
muscle
pressure.
So just alternate, who goes first?
Yep, so I'll give you.
Is that okay? Okay. And then I'm gonna have you bring your toes towards the floor. Is that as far as you can go? Alright. The next thing I'm gonna have you do is I'm just gonna have you on your stomach. Okay. I'm just gonna have you bring the ankle out. So towards this hand right here. Like that. Alright, okay. And then bring it towards this hand out here.
Just a little heads up, you could add like a stool.
Great. And no pain with that?
No.
And this one, you could just bring it towards this hand out here. Do you feel any pain? No? Alright. Can you bring it towards the middle? Alright, thank you. Alright, you can sit up. Okay, so I'm just gonna do some manual muscle testing real fast. Alright, so I just want you to let me know if you feel any pain, okay? So, can you please bring your foot up? Okay, don't let me move you.
Yeah, so
Does that hurt? No? And then can you push against my hand? That's a little painful? Okay. And then the right side. So, don't let me move you. Okay. And then push down. Can you pain me? And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just pick a position here. Okay. I'm gonna try to push you out, and I want you to resist me, okay? Any pain there? Okay. And I'm gonna try to push you in now.
good. So what does that mean?
Any pain?
What is that?
Okay, well, on this one, this is no.
And bilateral.
Any pain? I'm gonna move you.
Bilateral. Is it still
Okay.
positive?
Now I'm gonna push you out.
Same measurement?
So relax.
Both sides? Because you're still
I
taking.
don't want to move you.
Some of them I know he was like, if it's positive on one side, but
And
then
then I'm gonna
the other
have
one's
you,
the same, is it really? Okay.
So I'm gonna do the great
I
toe
want
real
you to
fast.
do it last.
So I'm gonna do this side first, just so you understand what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm gonna just push you down. Let me know. No? Okay. And now do I move you? Does that hurt? Alright.
I
So I'm
want
just
you
gonna
to
use my
do,
finger again.
Eli's,
So, Do I move you? Does that hurt?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna push up.
Let's
Go
do
what we do?
Eli's
Does that hurt?
A little bit.
Yeah. Okay. What I'm gonna have you do real fast? Can you just
You sitting there?
lie down on your back?
It's like, I hope you feel it.
How far?
A little more back. Just where your ankles hang off. So I'm just gonna do a joint assessment real fast. I just want you to let me know if you feel any symptoms, okay?
Now I want you to do a passive.
Alright, are you okay? Are you okay?
What's the other thing you could do? Is that okay?
Alright. I'm gonna push.
Yeah. It's basically the same thing, like I was saying.
You okay? Okay, I'm just gonna do it on the left side just because of time. The next thing I'm gonna have you do, if you could go on your stomach.
I will do modified because I did the Thomas through the right one on my video.
Just gotta look at the
Just like that, and I had that
alignment
one test. Okay, so modified test. So basically, I want you to shoot the box off to your right lateral. I'm gonna have you come towards the end, and I want you to start with your arm.
Yeah, it seems like you lost on the outside of your foot. Okay, so I'm actually gonna have you now back on your back.
I want you to come back and hold this leg to your chest.
So yeah, you seem a little bit limited in that. So I'm gonna do. So next I'm gonna just see if it hurts with when I touch it. I just want you to let me know if that hurts, okay?
Okay, so positive.
So I'm gonna stretch it a little bit.
Oh, yes, you are coming up. Because what he said to me is if I can get you here and you're not moving.
Yeah, that hurts when you're stretching it.
It does, right? Right where my thumb was? Okay. So next what I'm gonna have you do real fast, I'm just gonna do 2 special tests. They're called the windlass tests. So the first one, I'm just gonna have you sit at the end of the table. So just let me know if you feel any of the signs and symptoms that you came in here with today. So,
Yeah, the regular time test, the one that flew up.
I'm gonna do it on the off practice, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna switch it up. Just let me know if you feel it. Okay?
And bring this up. So I'm not testing that.
Has your
Yeah, it's painful. It hurts.
Right where my finger was?
Yeah.
Alright. The next one I'm gonna have you do.
It's the opposite.
Is I'm just gonna have you stand on this,
Yeah,
this
bases
little step.
from
With your
both
toes hanging over.
opposite hip is maximum flex to the chest, arching of lumbar spine.
Same thing. Let me know.
Testing the sides.
Any pain?
No, that's fine.
No?
You know, sometimes I feel like it goes to the side.
Because
So bring
Right there?
uninvolved
Yeah.
into full
Okay.
flexion.
Great.
So bring uninvolved,
So what I'm
one
gonna
that
have,
is not
so
your flex.
based off the findings, it seems like you do have plantar fasciosis. And what this is,
And then when you on the other one.
this is just a condition, especially it's common in people that run. Depending on how you run, it could cause, you have a little tendon under here on the bottom of your foot, and it runs from like the back of your heel to the front of the heel. And since you run on the side of your foot, sometimes that tendon gets tight. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on that. So some things we can do. Some things we can work on is gonna be trying to offload it when you can. Maybe looking at getting a different pair of shoes that are gonna be give you more cushion because you're pretty tight. We're gonna do stretching exercises for it. We're gonna work on some glides. What those are gonna do, help you gain some range of motion because you seem to be lacking some in just certain areas, but it's something that's fixable. Okay.
This is the one that you can do by yourself.
Something else to be aware of, just be cautious when you're at work. When it starts to hurt, don't try to push through it. Just go and rest it. And we're just gonna work on strengthening those muscles.
I don't know, Saxy,
Around the
I was
joint.
waiting for it to hear what you said.
And other than that,
I can make it from my run, but
thank you for coming and have a great rest of your day. Do you have any questions?
When am I coming back?
Oh, so what we're gonna work on, so I'm gonna have you just come back. We'll start off about 2 to 3 times a week, whatever works with your work schedule.
Okay.
And they're just gonna be hour-long sessions, and then eventually we're just gonna progress. Our goal is to get less and less, so eventually you're just on your own, okay? So we'll start now, just see how it works out, okay? It should work out good.
Sounds good.
All right, thank you.
Yep.